A surprising amount of comings and goings have happened across the last few years in WWE, all of which have affected the roster for WWE games in various ways, but with Superstars asking for releases and new faces coming in, the brand is changing at a faster pace. With the rise of AEW and their high-priced contracts, WWE is seeing some superstars requesting their release, citing their unhappiness with the way they've been treated creatively. With all that's happened recently, and with superstars likely to be future endeavoured after WrestleMania as usual, here's some superstars who might not make it into WWE 2K20. The Revival. It wasn't long ago that the Revival were reported to have asked for their release, with the rumours circling that they'd be leaving to go to AEW and challenge the Young Bucks in what would be an epic match. WWE in turn realised the error of their ways with the tag team and put the Raw Tag Team Championships on them. But could this be a short-lived band-aid over a more serious problem that might see the tag team leave before the roster finalises for the game? Mike and Maria Kanellis. Mike and Maria debuted in 2017 for the WWE and had a very short stint before Maria got pregnant and Mike went to rehab. Mike and Maria made their first appearance for a WWE 2K game in WWE 2K19 as DLC, which usually indicates that they'd be making their on-disc roster debut the year after, 2K20. But reports have surfaced that they've asked for their release due to not being used effectively by creative. This could be a pretty quick video game debut and release. Dolph Ziggler. We hear this every year, but Dolph Ziggler could be making his way out of the door of the WWE, and while this isn't new news, it is something to note. He hasn't done much recently, and has had plenty of opportunities outside of wrestling, and although fans hold him in high regard as a workhorse, he may not have done enough to be considered for a Legends contract that would get him a place in this year's roster if he does leave. We'll have to see. The Usos. According to some sources, the Usos have requested their release as well. This does come as a surprise, as they've been one of the hottest tag teams in a long time since their repackaging. It'd be a massive shame to no longer see them in the game, but they could full well re-sign with the company and continue being front runners. Dean Ambrose. There's a lot of speculation that Dean Ambrose leaving the WWE is a work, a ploy by the WWE to throw a curveball down the line and have him come in and cause a problem for Seth Rollins in his match against Brock Lesnar. But recently, Dean's name has been removed from upcoming shows that take place after WrestleMania when his contract expires, which means we may not see Dean in WWE 2K20, as he wouldn't be part of the roster any longer. I know a few people would be upset with that. We may even lose the Shield entrance if that is the case. The Undertaker. Wait, stop, am I being serious? No way, of course I am. The Undertaker has been a mainstay in WWE games for years, appearing as many different versions. In WWE 2K19, we saw pretty much all of the different versions of the Deadman, but this year may be different. Recently, The Undertaker has been taking bookings outside of the WWE, which has apparently angered the chairman of the board, Vince McMahon. With WWE ultimately deciding the finalised roster, Vince McMahon could decide to not put The Undertaker in this year's game and deny him the payday the game gives to legends and main roster superstars. Whether it would come to this or not, who knows, but with nothing for the Deadman to do at WrestleMania so far, anything could happen. And those are some of the superstars who may not make it into WWE 2K20. Is there anyone on this list that you don't want to lose? Who would be the worst to not have on the roster? Let me know down in the comments.